Alright, so today's lesson is going to be finding the total cost, and it's going to include finding the discount plus the sales tax. So it's basically what we learned last week all together in one problem. So there's a few steps to this, okay? But it's nothing that you haven't learned before. So I'm going to first read the problem. It says, Miss Matos is online shopping at Journeys for some new vans because they are having a sale. They really are. They actually really are. So you could check after. She wants the leopard print vans that are on the bottom that originally cost $60. They are now 20% off. Okay, what is the sales price, which means the total cost of the shoes, and the total cost includes the discount and the sales tax. So if I look at my CFS, the first thing is we need to determine the part, the percent, and the whole. And we have to determine the discounted price first. Now, we're going to subtract the discount price in order to find the sales price, so the price with the discount. And this is actually really important because when you go shopping, they determine the sales tax amount based on the new price after the discount. So this is really important to pay attention to when I go over this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually write down our notes, and what I want is for you to actually have it exactly like how I have it here. So what I want is we're going to split our paper into two sections, and the first section what we're going to find is the discount, and I'm going to find out the discounted price, and I'm going to find the sales tax amount. But what we're first going to do, step one, as it says in the CFS, so I'm going to do number one, is we're going to find the discount as well as the price after the discount. Now remember in our Zoom session yesterday, we talked about that discount always means subtraction. Okay, that means that we are going to be paying less money than the original. So as the problem said, the whole is always the original price, and so originally the shoes are $60. Now what I'm getting is 20%, or not me, but Miss Matos, 20% off. Okay, so what's really important here is to understand that the part and the percent are in relation to one another. And what I mean by that is if the percent represents the discount, that means the part is also going to represent the discount, not the discounted price, not like the total after the discount. It's going to represent how much is Miss Matos going to get off of the total in terms of dollars. So instead of 20% off, we're going to figure out how many dollars off this is going to be. So what I need to find is 20% of 60. So we're going to put our equation. You have the part equals the percent times the whole. Now, we know that 20% is 20 hundredths, which is the same as 2/10, and I'm going to multiply that by 60. And if I'm multiplying 60 times 2/10, that's going to give me 12, right? It's almost the same as 6 times 2. So 60 times 2 gives me 120, but this is 60 times 2/10, so that's actually going to give me 12. And what this means, so my part is $12. Now here's a very, very important thing that all of you need to understand, because this is one of the biggest mistakes that you guys are making. You are going to tell me that $12 is the final price after the discount. That is false, because what we did was if the percent represents the discount, so is the part. So the part means $12 off. So 20% off of $60 is the same as getting $12 off, which means I now need to find the total cost, including the discount. And so what I have to do, as we talked about before, is subtract. I'm getting a $60 shoe, but 20% off means I'm getting $12 off. So that's going to give me $48. And that's the total. So you should always expect that you're paying less. Obviously not $12. That would be a crazy sale. So if you even think about this in terms of context, it wouldn't make sense if you get 20% off and you pay $12. That's not even like, that's more than half of 60. Half of 60 is $30. So this wouldn't make sense, okay? So Miss Matos is going to pay $48, but in life, that's not always the case if you live in California, because there's something called sales tax. And so if I, I'm losing, what am I saying? If I go to the next side, now we're going to find the sales tax. And yesterday, we talked about that sales tax is addition, right? It's money being added to your total, not taken away from your total. Okay, so here's something very important that you have to pay very close attention to. Whenever you find the sales tax, you always now use the discounted price as your whole. That is the new amount, because what they do is they first take the discount and then they're going to take the percent off of the new price you're going to pay, not the old price, because Miss Matos isn't paying $60, she's paying $48 now. So now it's going to be 7%, I'm going to here write 7%, tax added to $48. Now let's remember that 7% is 7 out of 100, which is the same as 7 hundredths. And a lot of you also made this mistake. 7% isn't 0.7, that would be 70%. This is 7 hundredths, which is 0.07. And here, as we wrote, this represents my sales tax. And as I talked about before, the part is always related to the percent. So if the percent represents the sales tax, that means the part is also going to represent the sales tax. So now, when we put our equation, remember, times the whole, we have a new whole now, and this would be the part equals 7 hundredths, 0.07, times 48. Okay, and if I multiply these together, that's going to give me, in terms of time, we're just going to say $3.36. So you are able to use your calculator in this section. So you would find out that if I multiply these together, I get $3.36. And so my part represents $3.36. But my question isn't asking me what is the sales tax amount. It's asking what is the total, how much is Miss Matos going to pay in all, right? So now she's definitely going to have an added $3.36 to her total. So if you go to the bottom, the total cost is going to be the discounted price, right, plus my sales tax. So what we have is $48 plus $3, because that's my sales tax, and we're adding, as we talked about before, and 36 cents. And so her total cost together, Miss Matos is going to pay, this would be $51.36. So that's the final amount. So let's kind of move back to remember the things that we did, because this is a lot of steps. The first thing is you have to find the discount. How much money did Miss Matos earn off? That's $12 off. But we want to find how much would she pay. What's the new price after the discount, right? So that's $60 minus $12. We subtracted the original price with the discount. So I got $48. And then we still have to find the sales tax. So the new whole is now $48 because that's the new price after the discount. So I want to find out what's 7% of $48, and I found my sales tax, which is $3.36. And remember, that is money being added to the total. And so at the end, we added together the discounted price, which is $48, plus $3.36, and we got $51.36 as her total. And so in the bottom, when you type in your answer, make sure that you actually put the dollar amount, because your units really matter. So I'm going to make this more clear. It's like really blurry. $51.36. It won't let you move on if you don't put the dollar sign. And there we go.